So what's the plan? Flirt with all these guys until one of them takes you home?
I'm waiting for a shot at a better life. And right now, that shot is over there, waiting for his vodka and prime rib.
I shot Steve.
You shot her husband for me?
I loved him. All $10 million of it.
Secrets of a Gold Digger Killer premieres Sunday, June 13th at 8 on Lifetime.
Joining me is award-winning actor Justine Warrington, and she's here today to talk about her starring role which is going to be in the upcoming Lifetime TV movie, Secrets of a Gold Digger Killer, and what's next for her. Welcome, Justine.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, so the premiere is this Sunday, right?
This Sunday night, yep, on Lifetime.
Oh my goodness. I want to congratulate you and tell us about your role. You play Tracy Tarlton.
Yes, so this is a true crime. It's based on true events, and it's based on the book, The Fortune Hunter. And so in the late 90s in Austin, Texas, a terrible crime was committed. This woman, Celeste Beard, met a woman named Tracy Tarlton, whom I play in the film, and manipulated her. Tracy fell in love with Celeste, and they had a relationship, and Celeste manipulated her and roped her into committing the most heinous crime of murdering her husband, Steve Beard. And Tracy takes the rap for it. There's no spoilers, right? Because it's if people are familiar with this, sorry if there's spoilers out there, but it's a true story. So if you know it, you know it. And so, yeah, I play Tracy, and my first role in a Lifetime film. So it was a really cool experience. And I got to work with Julie Benz, who is just a stellar actress, and she plays Celeste Beard.
Yes. And so what was it like, playing alongside her?
It was so much fun. It was intimidating at first. I was very intimidated, I have to say, because she has so much experience doing television. And I come from more of an indie film world, and so this was, but she made me feel so comfortable, and she's such a cool woman, and she's got such a great sense of humor. And it was just great to witness her work, because in a Lifetime film, it's a real fast and furious schedule. There is not a lot of time. And so for her to carry this type of film the way that she did, and to handle herself with such authenticity and grace and just nailing this role, it was really impressive. Yeah, I learned a lot from her too.
Well, you nailed it too. And I mean, like,
Thank you.
Such a connection I felt in the film. And like, was there like a favorite part, or like a moment that was so difficult to act in? Like, how did you prepare for the role?
That's a good question. I mean, it's the first time I've played a person who's not a fictional character. And so that was a really big responsibility. And that was quite intimidating as well. Luckily, there's quite a few articles, and there's some video footage out there of these people. And so I just did a deep dive and did all the research I could do. And then I just tried to find out, like, Tracy's a person who just would do anything for love. And she just wanted to be loved in return. So she was trying her best to just have this relationship work out, and to, with the wool pulled over her eyes, obviously, ignoring the red flags that no doubt must have been there. But so for myself, I was like, well, I've certainly done strange things for love, not to this extreme, let's be clear. However, I've certainly ignored red flags, and I've certainly gone out of my way. And so I use that as the jumping off point. And then I just tried to honor the humanity and the heart of this story, because it really, for Tracy, it really was about love and betrayal, deep, 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 brutal betrayal.
Yes. And so where was it filmed?
Here in Vancouver.
Wow.
Yeah, Vancouver, Langley, around Vancouver. Mm-hmm.
And how long was the filming was like?
I think the schedule is 3 weeks. I can't remember, 3 or 4, maybe just 3. These TV movies are quick. That's what I mean. Like, we had, sometimes for the biggest scenes, we had 3 takes, sometimes just 2 takes. So you're like, wow, better nail it.
Oh my goodness. And for this, like, practice like your monologues with others, like, or did you like how did you?
Well,
do
you don't
that?
get much time to rehearse on set with anybody. So it's all prep before you arrive. And so, yeah, I mean, I learned those lines backwards and forwards. And then when you get there, you hope that the hope is just to let all that go and be in the moment with whatever actor, whatever fantastic actor is across from you. In this case, Julie, in this case, Rowan Curtis, in this case, Rob LaBelle as the lawyer cross-examining me and being so brutal, and just surrender to all of that situation and try to live in the moment of that.
Yes, I mean, your background is in theater, is in TV, film, and that prepared you for this role. And is this like your biggest role, or just TV role, like this kind of movie?
Certainly on television, yes. I've just done some little guest roles here and there on various shows, quite a few of them. So this is, yeah, in indie films, I've been leads and ensemble leads. And this is my first television. So hey, world.
I mean, so excited for you because you made your first appearance, from my understanding, on the Chris Isaac show.
Oh my God, my first job.
Amazing. I mean, and you've worked alongside with Johnny Depp, Mel Gibson, and you've worked, I mean, you've done like The Cabin. There's a movie, The Cabin is
The Cabin movie. That was my first Canadian indie feature, and we premiered at TIFF, and that was, yeah, I mean, I got an award nomination. It was all a big honor. It was really great. So really kind of got my foot in the door. I got an agent in Toronto from there, and that was a cool experience.
Wow. And then Dragged Across Concrete.
Dragged Across Concrete. Yes. Vince Vaughn, Mel Gibson, Tori Kittles. Like, wow.
So, I mean, your passion for acting, when did it begin? Did it begin after high school, or did it become before that?
I've loved it since I was a little kid. My earliest memories are like, I'm looking for costumes to play dress up in, and I'm making up a play, and I'm making my family watch me.
I mean, do you come from a family of actors?
I don't. And so this is the funny thing. There's artists in my family. My father was a painter and a photographer. My mother is a English literature teacher and a poet. So definitely arts, and other family members are in the arts. But I was the only one in the performing arts. And so they've always thought I was a little crazy. They didn't understand it. I kind of wish I was like, wow, you could have got me working when I was 10. Like I was totally acting, but no one knew to get me an agent. It wasn't a thing. So it wasn't until, into my 20s that I started actually doing it professionally in film and TV.
Wow. Are you ever nervous, or how do you stay grounded or focused?
That's a good question. I've developed a meditation practice over the years. Yoga is a part of my world. I mean, to get to the specifics of being grounded and focused on set, this is its own animal. Breathing is really important. If you're not breathing, you're not present. This is my first rule. So yeah, there's all kinds of tricks and things, but I feel like it's my job to be as present as possible. And how do I be as present as possible? I have to be in my body. So sometimes before auditions, I'll just go run around the block. So then I'm feeling my breath, I'm feeling things happening. And then, then I'm grounded in my body. Little tricks you can do, because you can't really meditate too hard right before you go in the audition room or right before you go on set. But yeah, there's a bunch of tricks, and you just learn them over the years and see what works for you.
Yes, and it certainly helps, right? That mindfulness, the exercise, and yes.
Totally. Oh my gosh. It's foundational. It's fundamental to me. I don't know how actors survive without it, because the industry is really crazy and there's just so many ups and downs, more downs. How do you maintain a sense of equilibrium and just feel like you're okay in the world when you haven't booked anything in a while?
You laugh. I think it's so wonderful when you laugh. I feel that releases your nervousness. I feel that it's contagious, when
thank you. It's all, I love laughing. I love sharing it.
That's wonderful. No, and you've actually, this film is part of the Summer of Secrets, right?
The Summer of Secrets.
Okay, and you do a lot more. You work with kids, right? Children.
Well,
And
I was for a while. I was volunteering with Project Limelight.
yes.
That's since COVID that hasn't been happening, but so I produced a short film of theirs, and I've helped them with their theater productions. And it's a program for kids in the downtown east side who can't necessarily afford these types of programs to get into the arts. It's a really great program. I hope they start back up again.
Yes, that's wonderful. And you've also done red carpet interviews.
Yeah, I worked with First Weekend Club. Do you know them? Everybody does, right? They've actually stopped since COVID too. This is terrible. Yeah, so just helping to support my fellow Canadian filmmakers and talent, and yeah, get them some screen time. There's a bunch of YouTube videos up, and just supporting them at festivals.
Yes, it'll come back, So yeah,
I hope so.
yes, yes. So no, it's wonderful. And what's next for you?
Well, I've got a really fun indie film that is in post-production right now. We got to do some ADR on it, and it's a Rambo First Blood spoof movie, and it's an homage to Sly and the First Blood film, which was made almost 40 years ago. I play a female Rambo named Katie Rumbo, and there's a bunch of amazing stunt actors that star in this with me. It makes me look like a total badass action person. It's an absurd comedy, and hopefully it'll be ready for the festival circuit later this year. It was a blast.
Oh, yes. And anything else you'd like to add?
Oh gosh, please tune in and watch Secrets of a Gold Digger Killer with Julie Benz and myself and Eli Gabay and Rowan Curtis and a great cast, and directed by Robin Hayes.
Yes, thank you. And I just want to thank you very much for being a guest, and I'd like you to come back.
Thank you. It would be my pleasure. Thank you.
Welcome in person when it's.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah,
I miss people in person. Oh.
I do too. But it was so much fun talking to you. And
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So okay, I'll wrap it up and thank you again, Justine. And
have a great day, and thanks for everything.
you're welcome. Okay, bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.